After deciding to retire from the NFL, playing 9 years in the NFL, I felt like I was being asked the same question that I believe many athletes, entrepreneurs, and people in the business space are faced with in general when they're going through a transition. And that's what's next. And for me, it wasn't just retirement and rolling off into the sunset playing golf every day. I decided I wanted to reinvent myself and figure out exactly what that looked like. Now, I already had momentum investing in real estate and doing things in the real estate space. So it was like, how do I take the knowledge I've learned and everything I've gained from being a real estate investor, playing in the NFL, and the skill set and hard work and the intangibles that I was able to build? And how can I stack on that professionally into a manner that fits my life and what I wanted to do? And ultimately, that looked like betting on myself. How do I bet on myself for the second time in my life? I bet on myself my entire career playing football and, trying to achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve on the football field. How do I take that and do it in business and in life? So for me, there's four things you need to consider when you're looking at betting on yourself. And I don't think they're talked about enough. And number one is betting on yourself does not always mean being reckless. I think people think that and it's like a gamble. Betting on yourself does not have to be a gamble. In fact, I don't think it should be a gamble. You can be intentional with betting on yourself based on the knowledge and skill set you've built. I see too many people going out there and they're building their next career from scratch. What are the things that you already know that gives you momentum, that gives you leverage, that gives you an asymmetric risk/reward on whatever it is you're looking to do? So being intentional and not being reckless in betting on yourself. Number two is you don't have to build it all at once. I see too many people taking huge risks right off the bat, and that's just unnecessary. You can take base hits and build upon them over time. A great example for that I'm dealing with right now is why I'm deciding not to raise millions and millions of dollars all at once. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, my own funds. I've raised a little bit of capital throughout my lending business, and I'm growing it methodically that way instead of just shooting for the moon and not really taking the lessons that I can learn as I'm building it organically. So that's number two. Number three is you don't have to have it all figured out. I don't believe I know every little thing about what I'm doing right now, but what I can say is I'm actively learning and putting in the hours and the time in every single day. So tomorrow I'm better off and I know more and I understand more than I did today, and so on. So in football, we would always say get 1% better. And that's the mindset I'm taking in my next ventures in life. So I challenge you, if you're going to bet on yourself, you don't have to have it all figured out day one, but you do need to be getting better and better as the days go on. And the last one is you can't outsource conviction. What I mean by that is you have to really start to understand and know what you're investing in and what you're looking at. So many people just start to think they have to diversify and invest in all these different things, but having conviction and understanding really believing in what you're investing in, that goes a long way. There's an analogy I heard listening to Alex Hormozy's podcast not long ago, and he was talking about something that he actually learned from one of his mentors, and it was like, what should your investment allocation model look like? And if all of your knowledge is in one space, like for me, it's in real estate, is it okay that 85% of my portfolio is in real estate? Well, some would say that's not diversified enough. But the argument that I believe in now is that is the perfect allocation because I have knowledge, expertise, and understanding within the real estate space. So what might be a risky portfolio balancing for you if you don't have any real estate experience is actually not that risky for me when I do. So understanding and having that conviction of what are the things that I'm interested in, what do I have knowledge in, what am I good at, and getting conviction so you can make investment choices, business choices, career choices off of stackable skill sets and assets that you already have in yourself personally. So those are the four things that I think it is important for everybody to know when it comes to betting on yourself. I think the connotation that it has to be some wildly risky thing and you're just kind of gambling or throwing it out there, hopefully it goes okay, I think that is a lie. It does not have to be that way, but betting on yourself can be the strategic best move, and that's what I'm doing now.